In this video, I'm going to provide you with 6 techniques real quick to keep your feet warm while you're hiking, camping, backpacking, or doing anything in cold locations. The first suggestion when you're in really cold locations like mountaineering and climbing is to use overboots. Now, one of the keys is overboots are specifically designed when you're in ultra cold locations. You've got a single or a double boot and it's still not enough. I'll put a link below to a couple different overboots I've used or suggest. And what they do is you literally put your expensive boot inside another shell overboot and it makes a big difference. I have used them before on Denali and they're really incredible. They have some awkward things to them, but in a pinch, a boot that goes over your boot makes a huge difference in your experience to keep your feet warm. The second thing is to get wool liners for your boots. Now, when you get boots, you end up with these little foam inserts, or I can't remember what the heck. Yeah, they literally my $600 or $700 cubes. I'll put a link below to these too. If I can get them out, they literally just have this. It's still felty and foamy, but what I would suggest, I'll put a link below, is to get wool inserts that are really nice. They're ultra thick, so it does change how your boot performs, but it can make your feet feel much warmer when it's cold outside, when you're climbing, hiking, backpacking, or in the outdoors. The next suggestion I have is getting the the Redhot Smart Feet for your boots. What these have, and I've covered up here, is they've got a mylar layer that's supposed to reflect the infrared energy from your feet back to your feet. Now, I've used these in Antarctica and they did incredibly well. I've used them on Antarctica, Denali, I've used them, trying to remember, in Yellowstone in the winter, and it does make a surprising amount of difference. Yes, smart feet are incredibly expensive, but boy, they can make a big difference. Before I continue on with the fourth point in this how to keep your feet warm in the outdoors, please like and comment on the video, and if you found it useful, subscribe to the channel. Also, please check out my guide to how to keep your feet warm in the cold. It's got these tips and dozens of others for you. The next thing is to get Possom socks. Yes, you heard that right. My tip number 4 are Possom socks. Now, before you click away, hang on. Possom is like the roadside dead possum. Possom is one of the warmest fibers, natural fibers, other than Kiviat from muskox and was it Denali, or not Denali, in Greenland and Canada and Alaska. The muskox fur is incredible, but it's so ridiculously expensive that you can actually get socks that are partly made from possum, and they can make a huge difference in keeping your feet warm. The next thing is to avoid simple air mats. When you just have a basic air mat, this is the Xtherm, so this is not basic. Basic air mats can actually make you colder, which makes your feet colder, because once your core and your body gets cold, then your feet get cold as your body responds to keeping your core warm to keep you alive. It will sacrifice your toes and fingers. But a basic air mat does not cut it in cold locations. I would recommend getting an Xtherm air mat, or if you wanted to go really crazy, get one of these Xped 9 down-filled air mats. They're crazy, they're pretty heavy, but this is what I slept on in Antarctica, combined with my Z-Rest, and it made all the difference in keeping my feet warm. And the, the last suggestion is to stand on something. Never, when it's ultra cold and your feet are freezing, is never stand straight on the ice, straight on the ground, because that ground will just suck the heat right through your boot. It'll pull your feet down into the cold misery land. Instead, stand on your snowshoes, stand on your skis, stand on your pad, whatever it takes to make sure to get your feet off the ground that can make all the difference. I remember in Antarctica when I had to step off my skis and work on getting my tent set up, man, it didn't take long before my toes were purple and they were hurting. So even though I had crazy boots, it made all the difference to stay on my skis or snowshoes or whatever I could. This is one of my videos in my 15-part series on how to keep your feet warm while climbing, hiking, backpacking, and camping. My name's Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and professional adventurer. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel if you found it useful. Links below to all the items shown in this video. Thank you very much for watching and stay warm out there.